Hi students, welcome to the science class. In today's session, under the chapter of body movements, we are going to study about what are the body movements, what are the facts behind the body movements, how the body will be movement with the help of the body structure, what are the specialized structures which are present in our body which is helpful for our body movements, that will be studied in today's session. So see now, body movements. Sit absolutely still. Observe the movements taking place in your body. You must be blinking your eyes time to time. Observe the movements in your body as you breathe. There are so many moments that happen in our body. See, you have to observe in your body very clearly. Sit with the properly. Observe. You have to count yourself how many times you have to blink your eyes. Isn't it? See here. You must be blinking your eyes many times in a 1 minute. And also, when you are going to make a breathing, so number of body parts are going to be involved in the movement here. The chest will be moved upward, isn't it? Our lungs will be moved here, and also we can clearly see here the movement of our heart, isn't it? When you are writing in your notebook, which part of the body are you moving? When you are writing in the book, which part of your body is moving? That is your hand. Next, or when you turn and look at your friend, different parts of your body move while you remain at the same place. When you are going to turn back to see your friend or turn back to see anything, you stay in the same place, but your body, part of your body is moving here. Different parts of your body move while you remain at the same place. In these examples, you also move from one place to another place. You get up and go to your teacher or to the school compound or go home after the school. You walk, run, skip, jump and move from place to place. You may go to your school, you may go to your teacher home to meet the teacher, isn't it? You may jump, you may walk, you may run. In that all conditions you are going to move here. Your body parts are going to be in the presence of movement. Let us see how the animals move from place to place by filling up table 8.1. See, in the case of the human beings, we have the specialized structures called the legs. With the help of the legs we are moving, but some of the animals doesn't has the legs, but even though they are moving, how they are moving, what is the type of the moving, that is known now. After discussing with our friends, teachers and parents, we are clearly that some of the animals are going to use different types of the body parts to make a movement. Bojo wonders about movements in plants. He knows they do not move from place to place, but do they show any other kind of the movements? Yes, the plants doesn't move from one part to the other part, but even though they are not making the movement in their body parts, we can see some of the movements of the food material from the root towards the top of the plant, movement of the water molecules from the land towards the tip of the plant, isn't it? These are also movements we can see in the plants also. Walk, run, fly, jump, creep, crawl, slither and swim. These are only a few of the ways in which animals move from one place to another place. So some of the animals used to move with their legs with the help of the running, isn't it? Some of them move with the help of the swimming. The body structures which are present in the animal body, that will be helpful for the movement. Some of they are run, some of they are fly. The animals are the organisms which has their feathers, then they definitely fly in the sky. Some of they are jumping, some of they are creeping, some of they are crawling, some of they are slithering. Snake you are going to take. Snake, it is the movement of the snake is slither. These are only a few of the ways in which animals move from one place to another place. Why are these so many differences in the way that animals move from place to place. We can see different types of the movements are going to be seen here. So the snake will be slider, fishes will be moved with the help of the swimming, some of the animals are going to be moved with the help of the running, the birds are going to fly. So we can see different types of the movements in a different types of the animals. Why we are going to see the different? Because of their body structure. Why is it that many animals walk while a snake slithers or a crawls and a fish swims? These are the questions arises. Human body and its movements. Let us look closely at some of our own movements to begin with before looking at all these varieties of movements in an animal. See here, we have to see some of the different movements which are present in our body before we are going to discuss about the difference of the or different types of the body movements. Do you enjoy doing physical exercise at school? How do you move your hands and legs while doing different exercises? In your PE classes or in your exercise classes, you are going to make exercises, isn't it? In exercises, you are making movements of the body, isn't it? So, but how you are going to move that movements, make that movements? Let us try to some of the many movements of our body is capable of. Bowl an imaginary ball at an imaginary wicket. How did you move your arm? Bowl an imaginary ball to the imaginary wicket. Your arm will be moved in a you are rotating your arm, isn't it, to make a bowling here. Did your shoulder also move? Lie down and rotate your leg at the hip. Bend your arm to the elbow and the leg at the knee. Stretch your arm sideways. Bend your arm to touch your shoulder with your fingers. Which part of your arm did you bend? See, bend your arm to touch your shoulder with the help of the finger. Which part of the hand will be bent here? This knee will be bent here. Bend your arm to touch your shoulder with your fingers. Which part of your arm did you bend? Straighten your arm and try to bend downwards. Now straighten your arm and try to bend in a downwards. How to bend your arm? In a downwards direction. It is possible? No, it is not possible. Why it is not possible? What are the structures present behind that? That will be studied now. Try to move the various parts of your body and record their movements in the table 8.2. See, try to move, rotate your neck. It rotates completely. Okay. Try to rotate partially, turns as it is turns partially, but it is not rotates completely. It turns partially. Next, it bends. No, it is not bends overall. Lifts. No, it can lifts. Does not move at all, but it is moving, isn't it? Neck is somewhat moving. Wrist, finger, knee, ankle, toe, back, head, elbow, arm. You have to try all the parts of the body of the movements here. Why is it that we are able to move a few parts of our body easily in a various directions and some only in a one direction? Why are we unable to move some parts at all? See here, we are rotating completely our arm, but it is not possible to rotate our neck here. Why it is happens? What is the reason behind that? That will be seen now. Activity 1. Place a scale lengthwise on your arm so that your elbow is in the center. Place a scale below your arm, below your elbow in such a way that your elbow will become straightened. Ask your friend to tie the scale and your arm together. You have to tie that scale with your arm. Now you have to try to bend your arm. Is it possible to bend? No, it is not possible to bend because the scale feels somewhat hard here. Did you notice that we are able to bend or rotate our body in places where two parts of our body seem to be joined? See here, it is a one part of our body, it is joined by this part. Isn't it? Two parts of our body joined at this part. In this part only we can bend our arms. So a part of our body only bent at the points of the joint. Where the two parts of our body join at a single point, that point only we are going to make some of the rotations or some of the bends here. For example, we bent our hand at the part of this joint only, elbow, isn't it? These places are called joints. Can you name more such joints? If your body has no joints, do you think it would be possible for us to move in any way at all? See here, if there is no joints are present in our body, it is very difficult to move our body parts. What exactly is joined together at these joints? But a question arises in your mind, what exactly joint is present? What are joints in that joints? Please press your fingers against the top of your head, face, neck, nose, ear, back of the shoulder, hands and legs including the fingers and the toes. Do you get any feel of something hard? Press your finger to the some of the places here at the neck. You are feeling some of the hard substances. That hard substance, what are that hard substances? Do you get a feel of something hard pressing against your fingers? The hard structures are the bones. So when you are going to push your hand, press the hand with your head to your any part of your body, you are feeling somewhat hard. That hard surface, it is nothing but the bones. Repeat this activity on other parts of your body, so many bones are present. Bones cannot be bent, so how do we bend our elbow? So bones doesn't bend, but how we can bend our elbow here? Because they are bent at the part of the joints only. It is not one along a bone from the upper arm to the wrist. It is different bones joined together at the elbow. Similarly, there are many bones present in each part of the body. See, this is complete or not only form of a single bone, it contains number of bones are present. Here in the wrist, here is also number of bones are present, here number of bones are present, and here also number of bones are present. And these number of bones are joined by two joints here. We can bend move our body only at those points where the bones are made. There are different types of the joints in our body to help us carry out different movements and activities. Let us learn about some of them. So these bones, these joints are helpful to make the body movements, to help there to make some of the body movements here. See some of the body movements which are going to be done with the help of the joints. First one, it is ball and socket joints. Different types of the joints are present in our body which are helpful for the body movements. Under that, first one, it is ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint. Roll a strip of paper into a cylinder, make a small hole in an old rubber or a plastic ball. See, take a paper and it is roll it to make a cylinder. To make a cylinder. Okay? And cut a ball. Cut a ball halfly here. I am taking as it is a part of a ball here. Okay? And push the paper cylinder into it as shown in the figure. So you have to push the paper cylinder into its ball. You can also stick the cylinder on the ball. Put the ball in the small bowl. And also, if you are not understood about this, you can stick this paper into this ball. And you have to put this sticked ball into a small cup. Into the small cup. Okay? Put the ball in a small bowl. Does the ball rotate freely inside the bowl? Does the paper cylinder also rotate? See here, if you are going to consider this is the cylinder, it is attached with a ball. You are placing it in a small bowl. It is very easily rotated. It is very easily rotated. Why? Because here the ball end is present and a cup it holds the ball here. Therefore, it is freely rotates. Now imagine that the paper cylinder is your arm and the ball is it ends. Imagine that this is your arm and this end it is your arm end. The bowl is like the part of the shoulder. The bowl, this bowl it is like a part of our shoulder. So this is our arm. The arm is at the end of the arm. The ball is present. That ball will be attached to the bowl of our shoulder. The rounded end of one bone fits into the cavity of the other bone. Such joints allows movements in all directions. So in this case, the one bone will be get attached to the another one bone and will be fixed in a one circular bone. So it is helpful for movement that bone in all direction. So it is one of the type of joint that is called as a ball and a socket joint. Can you name another such joints in your, can you think of recollecting the body movements we tried at the beginning of this section? Ball and socket joints which are present at this part only. You have to clear. And next type of the joint it is pivotal joint. Second joint it is pivotal joint. What is pivotal joint? The joint where our neck joins and the head is pivotal joint. The joint where neck joins the head is a pivotal joint. The joint at where neck joins the head, this joint it is called it as a pivotal joint. It allows to bend our head forward and backward and turn the head to our right side and our left side. Try these movements. It allows our neck to bend forward and backward, and also it allows to turn the neck left side and also right side. Try these movements. How are these movements different from those of our arm then can rotate a complete circle? But you have to remember here, you have to compare here, the movement of the neck is totally different from the movement of the arm because the joint is totally different here. It is ball and socket joint. In a pivotal joint, a cylindrical bone rotates in a ring. See, in a pivotal joint, the bone rotates in a cylindrical ring. It is totally different from the ball and the socket joint. And third joint it is called as a hinge joints. Hinge joints. What are hinge joints? Open and close a door a few times. You have to open and close a door for a few times. You have to remember the joints which are present at the end of the door. Observe the hinges of the door carefully. Hinges of the door, that is the joints of the door. They allow the door to move back and forth. They allow the door to move back and forth only. It will not completely move a turn here. Let us look at the kind of movements allowed by a hinge. Make a cylinder with a cardboard or a thick chart paper as shown in figure. So, you have to make a cylinder with the help of the cardboard or a thick paper. Okay, this is the cylinder which is made by a paper. Attach a small pencil to the cylinder by perching the cylinder at the center. See here, you have to perch the cylinder here at the center. You have to push the cylinder. Now you have to attach a pencil. You have to put a pencil here. You have to put a pencil inside this cylinder. Next, make a hollow half cylinder from the cardboard such that the rolled up cylinder can fit inside easily the hollow half cylinder with the rolled up cylinder sitting inside it. So you have to place this pencil inside the cylinder. Now you have to move this pencil in a one direction. You can move this pencil in only in this direction. Why? Because it does other part of the cylinder holds the pencil here. Try to move the rolled up cylinder. How does it move? How is this movement different from the what we saw with our constructed ball and a socket? See here, in the case of the socket, the hand will be moved in every direction. But in the case of this joint, it is move only back and forth movement. It move only in a back and forth movement. So these kinds of joints are called as a hinge joints. So where these joints are present, that will be seen now. We saw these kinds of movements at the elbow. We saw these movements at the elbow only. Activity 1, what we constructed in figure 8.4 is different from the hinge, of course, but it illustrates the direction in which the hinge allows the movement. The elbow has a hinge joint that allows only a back and forth movement. Can you think of more example of such joints? So this is the elbow, it is a hinge joint which allows the body movement for the back and forth motion only. It don't allows for the circular motion. It only moves back and forth, isn't it? So the type of the joint which is present here, it is called as a hinge joint. We can see another different types of the joints which are present in our body that will be discussed in our next session. Thank you. In today's session, we discussed about ball and socket joint, pivotal joint and hinge joints. In next session, we are going to continue with other types of the joints which are present in our body which are helpful for the body movement. Thank you.